Galaxies are big, really, really big. On Earth, we measure distance in miles. In space, astronomers use light years. The distance light travels in a year. That's just under 6 trillion miles.
Here we are 25,000 light years away from the center of our galaxy, and our galaxy is over 100,000 light years across. But even that, as large as it is kind of a speck in the cosmic distance scale.
Our Milky Way galaxy may seem big to us, but compared to some others out there, it's actually pretty small. Andromeda, our nearest galactic neighbor, is over 200,000 light years across, twice the size of the Milky Way. M87 is the largest elliptical galaxy in our own cosmic backyard, and much bigger than Andromeda. But M87 is tiny compared to this giant. 6 million light years across, IC 1011 is the biggest galaxy ever found. It's 60 times larger than our Milky Way. We know galaxies are big, and they're everywhere. But why is that?
One of the very big questions we have in astrophysics is where galaxies come from. We really don't have a complete understanding of that. The universe started in what we call a Big Bang, an extremely hot, extremely dense phase, about 13.7 billion years ago. We know that nothing like a galaxy could have existed at that time. So galaxies must have been born, they must have formed out of that very early universe.
It takes gravity to make stars, and even more gravity to pull stars together into galaxies. The first stars formed just 200 million years after the Big Bang. Then, gravity pulled them together, building the first galaxies.
The Hubble Space Telescope has allowed us to peer back in time to almost the dawn of time, a period when galaxies have just begun to form.
The Hubble sees lots of galaxies, but the light we see today from those galaxies left there thousands, millions, even billions of years ago. It's taken all that time to reach us. So, what we see today is the ancient history of those galaxies.
When we look at the Hubble Deep Field, what we see are little smudges. They don't look much like the galaxies we see today. They're just little smudges of light that we can barely discern. Those smudges of light contain millions or billions of stars that have just begun to merge together.
These faint smudges are the earliest galaxies of all. They were formed around 1 billion years after the beginning of the universe. But that's as far back as Hubble can see. If we want to go even further back in time, we need a different kind of telescope, one too big to launch into space. Well, now we have one, in the high desert of northern Chile. This is ACT, the Atacama Cosmology Telescope.